Welcome to Bedtime Stories. The Woodpecker. Once upon a time, long, long ago, a young hunter went out to hunt for meat to help feed his family. As he was following the tracks of a deer, he had two ideas in mind. The deer would feed his people, yes. But the deer was known to possess the life charm. If the hunter could possess the deer's medicine, he would be lucky in life, and right now he needed luck to feed his family and to have a medium of earning. He hunted for many hours, but the deer managed to elude him. He continued to follow its tracks deeper into the forest. As the light began to fail, he noticed that the deer's tracks disappeared, and he knew he could no longer find his way home in the dark. He would have to sleep in the forest at night. So he settled himself down, rolling out his fur robe and wrapping himself inside it for warmth. He closed his eyes and tried to sleep, but the forest was a sea of strange sounds. He heard the howling of coyotes, the hooting of owls, the scratching of burrowing animals, the rustling of leaves in the nighttime wind. Every sound aroused his senses, and he could not fall asleep. With his eyes wide open, he stared into the dark forest, wondering how he would survive the night. Suddenly he heard a sound like nothing he had ever before heard. He cocked his head to one side. The sound was beautiful, mournful, haunting. It was a sound he could not describe or explain, but it lulled him into a comforting sleep, and while he slept, he dreamed. The hunter dreamed of the red-headed woodpecker. In his dream the bird appeared and sang the beautiful song the hunter had heard in the forest. "Follow me," the woodpecker said in the dream. "Follow me, and I will show you how to make this sound and the song." At dawn the hunter woke and was startled to see on a branch above him a red-headed woodpecker staring down. The hunter and the bird looked into each other's eyes for a moment, and then the bird flew to another tree, one not far away. The hunter hesitantly stood up. Now the bird flew to the next tree, and so the hunter began to follow him, remembering the words from his dream, "Follow me, and I will show you how to make this sound and the song." After a while, the bird stopped, perched on a highest branch of a cedar tree. The woodpecker began to peck at the branch, and the hunter stood and watched, for he knew, somehow, he would soon learn something more. Then the wind picked up, and as it did, it blew hard against the tree, and the hunter heard that sound and the song again, but now he saw that it came from the branch on which the woodpecker was tapping. "Let me take this branch home," the hunter said, and the woodpecker flew from the branch, which then fell to the ground at the hunter's feet. He picked it up and hurried back to his village, carrying the branch as if he had found gold. When he returned home, his family was disappointed to see he had brought them no meat, but the hunter said, "I bring something much better, which plays beautiful sounds." He took the branch into his tent and tried to make the branch sing. He waved it in the air. He took it outside and held it aloft, letting the wind blow past it. But the branch would not play the song for him. That night the hunter fell asleep holding the branch. Again the woodpecker came to him in his dream. "Watch me play the branch," the woodpecker said, and he transformed himself into a man. Then he took the branch from the hunter's hand and carved it into the shape of a bird with a long neck and an open beak. He painted the top of the branch with red, the sacred color, and he showed the hunter how he must play with his fingers to tap the holes. And then he blew air into the mouthpiece, and once again the hunter heard the same beautiful, melancholy song. When the hunter woke, he saw that the branch had been transformed to the way the woodpecker had carved it. He took it in hand and stepped outside into the morning light. He fingered the holes and blew into the mouthpiece, just as the woodpecker had shown him in his dream. And when he did, the sound rose up beside his tent, and all the villagers heard the sound with the beautiful song and came running toward him. They were all filled with joy. Hearing the beautiful sound, the hunter's family and his wife also stepped out to watch him playing the carved branch, which then she called as flute. His wife told the hunter, "Now that you know how to play and to carve the flute, you must teach others to make some more different sound and melancholy music, so that we and all others can make a medium of earning and living." Soon he taught as many people of that tribe how to carve flutes and play different sound and music. With this, the villagers started to make more flutes and more melodious sound and melancholy music for everyone to listen. If you like the story, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. Good night.